Hi everyone, take a look at this. Yep, that's my tree, and I'm going to show you what it took to put it together. You're watching Life with Ben on PTV. I have a larger than average bedroom, which allows me to set up a Christmas tree in one of the corners of the room. Here I'm prepping the bookcase that'll sit behind the tree with a lot of Christmas tchotchkes. That was my Friday night. Saturday morning I woke up and ran some errands, including a haircut, so that cut into my Christmas tree setup time, but I finally got started again just before noon. Here you see me doing all the lights. The tree I'm setting up has been used for 5 years now. This will be its 5th Christmas that it has stood in my room. It's a Balsam Hill Berkshire Mountain fir. It stands 6.5 feet tall. The room is only about 7 feet tall, so the tree looks unusually tall. But I guarantee you, I fit better in this room than the tree does. Balsam Hill makes a very nice product. They're a little high-end and a little pricey, but when you decorate the way we do at Pepper Tree Villa and the value we see in spending on a good quality tree, then for us it's a trade-off. For us, it's a bargain. When you're lighting this tree, the branches tend to be a little sharp, and that is not necessarily to cut your hands, but I use batting gloves to protect my hands while I'm unfurling the branches and lighting the tree. It does protect my hands from getting unnecessarily cut up, but my arms do get scratched up a little bit. A lot of manufacturers make pre-lit trees, and a lot of people do buy into it, but I'm not one of those people. I like to light a tree my way. If you look at it closely, you'll see that I am lighting the tree from the inside out. That is, I go all the way into the edge of one side of the branch, weaving the light strands around every tip so that the whole tree, inside and out, gets lit. Arnie and I have been lighting our trees this way for years. We developed this technique to complement the way we decorate the tree, and that is by putting ornaments all the way into the tree and working their way out, a technique we refer to as layering. And now here's the final touch. I'm adding a strand of twinkle lights that are white so that they look like pixie dust in the middle of the tree. After it's done, the lighting really does add a magical effect to the tree. That was my Saturday. This is Sunday morning now. The big push. I wanted to make sure that my tree was completely decorated by the time I went to bed on Sunday night. It's been a long weekend so far, but as you can see here, I'm working feverishly to open all my ornaments. Of course, with the video sped up, it looks like I'm doing a much faster job than it actually was. It actually only took me about 4 hours to unwrap everything, and while that may sound like a lot to a few of you, when you have as many ornaments as I do, I like to carefully pack them to make sure nothing breaks when they're being toted around and stored. In all, I have about 5 totes that are full of ornaments, but I've allowed a little bit of room in some of the totes for the ornament collection to grow over time. It's a good thing I did too, because I went a little nuts at Disneyland and the Disney store this year. Ugh. And now it's time for the major task at hand. I pick up the first ornament, and it's a representation of Mickey's Fun Wheel at Disney California Adventure. Now I have to find the perfect spot for it on the tree to start my magic. You'll see that I'm taking a little bit of care of trying to fit it into the middle of the tree because it's larger than average, and I want to make sure that it fills up one of the holes in the middle of the tree. And now here I go. I don't like anyone helping me decorate this tree because it's a very personal project of mine. So it does take me a little bit longer than the average person, especially when I cram as many ornaments on it as I do. This particular time took me about 6 to 7 hours to put all the decorations on the tree. That's in addition to setting up the area with the bookcase behind the tree and lighting the tree the day before. In all, I'd say the process took me about 16 hours just for this particular project. Donna Jaworski, one of our regular viewers on Pepper Tree Villa, commented on an Instagram post that I put earlier this week about my tree. And she agreed with me that putting a tree together like this is like a labor of love. Donna, I could not agree more with you. I've talked to a lot of people over the years who look at Christmas trees as a job at Christmas time that they'd rather not do, but for me, it's one of my favorite things to do. An ornament that I pick up in my hand and place on a branch can really bring a nice little memory to me. Gifts from friends and family over the years. A tree is just nothing but a collection of memories. I've been collecting these Disney ornaments for about 3 decades now. On the tree you'll find plush toys, actual Christmas ornaments, keychains, buttons, and any other thing that I might have collected at the parks. Arnie and I are constantly looking for ways to decorate the tree all year long. What some people might look at as garbage that they throw away at the park, Arnie and I might look at it and say, you know what, that would look really good on the tree. A good example of that would be one of the stirrers that we got with one of our adult beverages at Trader Sam's. Anything can go on a tree. And there you have it, the completed tree. My tree. Thanks for watching another episode of Life with Ben. If you liked the video, please give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to PTV. Follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Pepper Tree Villa. And remember, adventure is out there.